come see me tonight. In the circle we're flirting, and we dance for hours. She knew that she had me, but I didn't realize I'm sleeping with a vampire. Got lost in the city when we drove through the night. Stopped by in an alley, and she kissed me wild. She knew that she had me, but I didn't see it now. I'm sleeping with a vampire. When morning is come, she's always gone. She will call me when she's run out of young blood, of young blood. She hates to see me falling. That's why she leaves at sunrise, at sunrise. Just when morning has come, she's always gone. I'm sleeping with a vampire. She knew I was waiting through months in pain. The one day she texted me at 12 a.m. I knew that she had me, and I started to see that I've been hooked up by a vampire. She said I'm sorry I left you behind, and I know it sounds funny that it was enough. Checked in at a hotel, and I already knew this time I'm sleeping with a vampire. When morning has come, she's always gone. She will call me.
Good morning, it's Thursday, and I wanted to show you one of the posters that I was working on. So I traced this one, and it was like really complicated, so I didn't think that the kids would really understand the way I traced it. So I want to show you, I did it myself. So I just traced it and then I painted it myself too. So it's not done, obviously, but this is what it looks like. I think I showed you what it looked like when it was drawn out and when I started painting it, but this is what it looks like so far. I still have to finish a little bit, but it is Jack Skellington, and he is dressed up in a like Santa outfit. So that's going to be one of our Halloween, or not Halloween, one of our Christmas posters. And he is bigger than all the other posters. So when I traced it, I just put him up on this board. I'm going to link for you a video on how I do it exactly. But this one was bigger than the actual board itself, so I had to like scroll with the computer and then move the paper too. So this one's really cool. It's so pretty. Look at it again. So there's that one. And the kids are still working on theirs. We have some that are done, but again, not a lot. So I want to show you what we do have done so far. So this is the Santa sleigh one, which I need to go in and fix because as you can see, we got some decent looking legs, and then the hooves are gone on this one, and they just kind of like mixed together. So I'm going to go in and fix this one, or have one of the better students fix it. But this one's going to just be cut out. It's not going to be on this actual paper. This paper I don't like because it is very like flimsy. So I don't know if you can see all these wrinkles. That's because the paint, when the paint is wet, obviously paint is always wet, it just makes the paper kind of fall apart. But we got Snoopy over here that still needs to be done. We finished this Christmas tree, finished this Pikachu, finished this Santa Claus, working on this pilgrim, working on this one over here, almost done. And then we got some more over here. We got a pie, another one of these snowmen. The corn is finished. We got our Santa football. That one looks done. We just have to cut that one out. These ones are done. This needs to be outlined. Those two need to be cut out. This one's going to be an elf, so if you can even see that. Little pilgrim over there. This one's going to be Rudolph. It has antlers. You can't see it. They're just drawn in. They haven't been painted yet. Got that one over there, that one. We got this one, it's just like the colorful corn. We've got another hat, this one needs to be gone over with white. We've got a hand turkey, which also needs to be traced in black or outlined. We got a pumpkin pie that needs to be outlined. An acorn that needs to be finished outlining. There's a squirrel that's finished, I guess, so we can cut him out. And then that one needs to be hung up. This one we probably should outline too. This one's so cute. This one reminds me of fall. It's so cute. And then this one we're working on as well. Just another Christmas tree. This one needs to be outlined, and then we've got SpongeBob here, and then these are the ones that are finished, which I showed you already. So we got a good amount of posters so far, but we're gonna continue to paint and get as many as we can because I want those halls to be filled with posters like everywhere, like everywhere. So I'm gonna take you outside and show you the posters that were from Red Ribbon Week and like Halloween, because Red Ribbon Week is during October. They're like Halloween themed, like stay away from drug posters, and they're really long. Remember, they were supposed to be door decorations, but I forgot to cut out the window, so they just ended up being like really, really tall posters. So I'm gonna take you out there and I'm going to show you what they look like.
She knew I was waiting through months and pain. The one day she texted me at 12 a.m. I knew that she had me, and I started to see that I've been hooked up by a vampire. She said, I'm sorry, I left you behind. And I know it sounds funny that it was enough. Checked in at a hotel, and I already knew.
So that's what that wall looks like. It's just filled with our posters, and I know I did 2 of each one, but to be honest, I don't have another spot to put the other ones, and I'm still working on laminating like 3 of them. So one is laminated, the corny one, but the other 3 are not laminated yet, and I still have to do that, but I figure it's already November, so I'm just gonna, we'll do it later, and then we'll just use those for next year. So I wanted to show you what we have up now. It's like November things, like No Shave November. So we have some of those posters up, so I'll put those in right here.
She knew I was waiting through months and pain. The one day she texted me at 12 a.m. I knew that she had me, and I started to see that I've been hooked up by a vampire. She said, I'm sorry, I left you behind.
We also had a couple of other No Shave November ones and like Let It Grow and stuff. So I had one, it was Elsa from Frozen, and Elsa, instead of saying let it snow, she said let it grow, and then there was like this giant beard, and it was really cool, but someone tagged it and we caught the person who was tagging it on camera, so they had to take down that poster and put it in the principal's office so that he can basically, like, you know, handle the situation, because we do have a lot of Chromebooks and things that are tagged with the same moniker. So yeah, just gotta, you know, deal with discipline. So that poster, unfortunately, it didn't last very long. So I mean, it was good. I didn't get to show you, but it was good. It was really nice. But that's what the halls look like, kind of like some of the posters look like now. There's one that's the Puma one, and I did that one. It's one of my favorites. It looks so good. And I'm honestly pretty surprised that it's not tagged up yet because it's like so good. Anyways, we are going to be putting all of the Christmas ones up probably when we come back from Thanksgiving break, because I don't want to put them up singularly, like slowly, because then they get a whole lot tagged a whole lot easier. But anyways, today we have a different schedule because we have a speaker coming in to all the classes. So like every class gets their own speaker, and they're just going to be talking to the students about like the cost of living and how to get a job, or like apply for jobs, how to do resumes, and their whole experience, like getting a job, like their first job, and their experience now, like that they're older and they have more of a stable career, and how the cost of living is like compared to their income and all this stuff. So they're going to be talking today during second period, and we have like a whole different schedule. So it's kind of like a shorter day, which is nice. I like shorter days because they're more relaxing for me. It takes a lot of stress off of me, but I'm really excited to see what they say, because a lot of the times I share my personal stories with the students about like cost of living and getting jobs and stuff, and I tell them the real stuff. Like, it's hard. Like, it doesn't matter if you go to college and have a 4-year degree and have a teaching credential, you're still not qualified to be a telemarketer, and after you apply for like 600 jobs, you still probably won't even get an interview. So that's like my experience, and I tell them that too, so that they aren't like depressed and think like it's a personal attack on them and all this stuff, just because that's just not how it is. There's just so many people trying to get jobs and just not enough jobs to fill, I guess. So I tell them my personal story, and it's always like interesting to hear other people's personal stories, because I don't like, honestly, I don't like it when people fluff up their story saying like, oh yeah, it was like easy to get a job, I got a bachelor's degree and then I became like a manager and then a CEO, and I'm like, that's not, like, are you sure? Like, you didn't have any struggles at all? Because it's a tough world out there. But they don't usually say like the struggles, and especially like when you tell kids, like if you tell them it's all like rainbows and butterflies and they come to find out it's not, like that's not fair to them. Like, you're like crushing their dreams when something like goes wrong with them or they have to struggle a little bit. So I tell them like all the struggling part, and then I tell them in the end like it's so worth it and stuff. But yeah, so I'm really interested to see who this person is that's coming in and what their story is and all their like information that they have to share. So I'm just gonna be like sitting there listening, and then maybe like chiming in and asking questions too, because we have like they're coming during my second period, and I have like 5 kids, like 5 kids in second period. So I'm really interested to hear, and I don't think that my kids will ask questions, because they are very quiet, especially since there's only 5. They're very, very, very quiet. So I might like raise my hand and chime in to like kind of get it moving and stuff. So we'll have to see, because I know they have questions. They just might be a little afraid to ask. So if I have a question or something that I think they may be thinking, I'll just ask it. Or yeah, so I'm excited for that. That's today. Today is again Thursday.
She knew I was waiting through months of pain. The one day she texts me at 12 a.m.